Yes, go. Medyo may upo pa din. Bakit readers? May readers, I mean, okay. Golanco is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, blog slash online magazine in the Philippines. We currently get, including social media, meaning Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the site itself, we get over 10 million impressions every day. We started out just as me writing, mahilig lang ako magkwento. So I would just, I came back from San Diego for vacation here. Tapos one thing led to another, I love writing. So just sharing my stories with my friends in San Diego, and then sort of just one thing led to another, and things started doing well. Tapos, slowly we just adapted. We found the stories that people like reading, we found some positive stories to share. So even just as simple as, especially back then when we started doing it, there weren't a lot of very good blogs yet. So every time I wrote something about a restaurant or anything, Google would say, hey, there's a lot of people looking for this, I'll push you up. So we had very good views from the start pala. So yeah. Miss Universe. I don't think that. Miss Universe ito lang. I don't have a proudest achievement. I'm just happy to be able to do what I like, which is writing. Proudest achievement is just being a good person, I think. There's not one. I didn't win an Oscar. I didn't win a Miss Universe pageant. So I don't think I have a proudest moment that I look back at. I think just every day just being a good person. I think every day is just about little things, being nice to someone today, saying something nice to someone, being nice to animals or things like that. I don't know. So yeah. I don't have a proudest moment, I guess.
What was the most challenging moment in your blog journey so far?
Hindi ako makwento ganun eh. I don't know. I don't overanalyze and parang hindi ko minamalaki yung moments eh. So parang I don't know. So the toughest moment in my blog career, I guess it's just little things where we have to adapt, where parang I guess some tough moments are when sometimes we write articles and there are some semi-controversial articles or controversial articles where not everyone agrees, even though we write it in a neutral way. What are some examples? Let's say, for example, we write about...
that's fine, pero...
Let's say we just write about a controversial topic. And the problem is, kahit madaming kumakampi sa what we wrote about, even though we wrote in a neutral way, there's the other half of people na ayaw doon and don't agree with that. As simple as we write about, Alda broke the record for tweets, ganun. There's half the people who loves Alda, which is, ang galing ng Alda, ang galing ng win in Manila, buti you wrote about this. Then there's the other half of people who nagreklamo, Alda na naman, nakakasawa, wala bang talagang news dyan, or ang core ninyo, why you write about that? So anything we write about, parang may other half na galit. So it's being able to manage that, even though we're not, sometimes it's not even a controversial topic. Sometimes we'll write about, look at this cute cat video. And then biglang may comment na ayoko sa cats. So it's like, what can you do? But I guess as a media-ish outlet, as a blog that's out there with the views we get, I guess we had to get used to it. Masanay na to ignore some people na dapat lang i-ignore dahil wala ko intention sa nila. Or sometimes when we need to comment and respond where, hey, thank you for your constructive criticism. I mean, constructive criticism talaga for us to learn. So we need to humble ourselves and try to learn. So I guess those are it, yung parang learning to deal with that massive audience. Grabe, Miss Universe talaga. I don't think anything specific. What inspired me is I love writing. So after I used to write for my college newspaper in San Diego. Tapos, when I like riding, I like going on adventures, I like trying new things. And then it was more on just sharing those stories with my friends in San Diego and around the world. I had a very close group of friends and a lot of them traveled everywhere. So it was more just sharing stories. And then eventually my motivation did turn into sharing stories about the Philippines. So, I came to really love the Philippines. So, but to start, it was just me. I like writing. Eventually, I love the Philippines, and then slowly now we're trying to find more ways to help Filipinos, the Philippines, and just people or animals in general. So I guess it's finding ways to spread positivity. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Have you met anyone who is in your vlogging tour?
You meet a lot of interesting people. Fame, that's relevant. Depends. I don't really care about fame, but interesting people, yeah, lots. I met a couple who was selling a magazine, and all profits they would donate it. I met volunteers who would sacrifice their time and effort and money to help animals or to help orphan children. I've met people fighting to find ways to help others to either create means of income for those who can. So a lot of the interesting people that I really met are those trying to find ways to help others. Those are always some of my favorite stories. Or hearing about the simple taxi driver who found. I think just today we're sharing a story about the taxi driver who was an Australian passenger and she was freaking out because she left her bag in there and get money or something, and the taxi driver, after finding out that she left the bag, he drove back to where she was and gave it to her. So she took pictures with him and things like that. It's really those types of people that I've met that really, I think, make an impact on me and hopefully on the readers. Define followers. Well, every day because we're posting stories every day. So nowadays, I don't spend that much time because we have I have amazing editors and writers now who do a lot of writing. For me nowadays, I find other ways. I'm sort of focusing on different things for the site. I'm finding ways to grow it, finding ways to grow it. So a lot of times I'm not blogging as much nowadays, and I'm sort of like I got jaded a bit. Medyo nagsawa na because especially when I was new, they would send me everywhere and I would try everything. And even before I would start vlogging, ang dami ko nang ginawa. Medyo loko-loko when I was younger. So ang dami ko nang na-try. So ngayon medyo I don't know if sawa is the right word. Medyo gusto ko lang mag-relax. So it's more on, hindi ko na again invite, hey Vince, come to this new party for the new club here in Manila. We're giving you a bottle and a table. And like, okay na ako. I'll send my writer naman. So medyo for me, I've tried a lot already. So now I start just relaxing.
Do you have some tips to those people who are interested in making money?
Yeah, don't vlog if you want to make money. It's not the way to go. If you like vlog, because I don't know the specific stats, but I'm sure if you started counting the number of bloggers out there and how many of them are making money, the number is probably less than 1% of bloggers are making money. So it's not easy. It's a very, very small percentage of people. Again, this is just from my own personal observation, but I assume that less than 1% of bloggers are making money. So if you want to make money, blogging is not the way to go. But if you are passionate about something and you blog about it, that may lead to making money. But if you come in specifically to make money, I it could succeed. You could, but I'm not
Yep.
that. I don't. It's a lot tougher because if you're not coming in for passion and you're coming in just for money, usually that doesn't push you through, move you forward, or push you through that edge, especially the hard times. Because in the beginning, you won't make money right away. So if you're thinking, I'm doing this just to make money, tapos wala ka naman nakuha pera, quit ka na. Kasi, parang kasi yun yung goal mo eh. So, or you might push a little bit more, you tried it for a year, wala pa rin pera, mag-quit ka. But if you're doing it just because you love it, it's your passion, and you find ways to do it, even though you're not earning, you'll keep doing it, and then eventually, people will notice you like, ang ganda nitong vlog, ang ganda ng pagkasulat, the person who's writing is really passionate, that's where the money will come in. So if you do it for passion, you'll get money. But if you do it for money, you won't get money. At least for the most part. Of course, you could probably, there are ways to probably prove that wrong, and maybe there's some really good business people find ways to go in looking for money.